In this demonstration, we're going to show how to add a new tool to a context menu, and the context menu that we're going to work with is the Sketch tool, which is part of the editing toolbar. Now before we begin, I want to show you what the context menu looks like prior, and I have editing on here. I'm just going to click on the Sketch tool, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start editing with it. I'm going to just drag over here and right mouse click to open the context menu, and you can see what it looks like. There's choices here, or the options are angle, deflection, length, change length, absolute X and Y, delta X, Y, angle length, and you can see that right now there is no azimuth distance tool in there, and that's the one we're going to add. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to turn editing off. And then we're going to minimize ArcMap, because the first thing we actually need to do is we previously downloaded the azimuth tool from the ArcObjects website of Esri's, and we need to decompress that file because it's a form. So we get the folder that was downloaded, we double click, okay, if we just get it to, here we go, and we just choose to extract and just say next, and then where we want it to download. Now I've actually downloaded this previously, so I'm just going to choose to dump it to my desktop. You'd probably dump it to, I don't know, on your H drive in your GIS, and maybe a folder that you've called scripts. Scripts again being a file of, in this case, Visual Basic code that will add a new tool to your GUI. So I'll just go next because I'll just ask it to dump it to desktop. And it's currently extracting all those files from that compressed folder. And I'll finish. We'll wait to make sure it's done. And as you can see, I have a new folder now that opened for me where all the tools and associated files are stored. And I'll just close those. And we could now delete this folder, and you'll see that we now have the new folder here that contains the files that were decompressed. You can get rid of them later. ArcMap. And now we'll go through the process of adding to the context menu. So you go simply to Tools, Customize, and the first thing you'll need to do is go to Commands, and once it loads up, Okay, now that it's loaded up all the categories here, I'm just going to browse down here and we'll look for developer samples. Now, because I've done this before, it's already created the category for me, but when you do your first download or your first add from file here, you'll end up adding this category. And if you look under my categories, I already have the azimuth distance tool, but you initially won't have that until you actually go through the process. And we'll do that now of clicking add from file, and then you browse to where the file is. If you remember, mine was on the desktop. And in desktop, it was in the folder Azimuth Distance Tools. And we're looking for the Azimuth Distance DLL. And then we click Open. I don't know what's going to happen here because I already have it, but let's see. Okay, it comes back and tells me that the object is added. I'll click OK. And there it is, developer Azimuth Distance Tools. Like I said, I had it before. You'll be adding it. Okay, and now once that's been done, I'm just going to drag this window down here. What you need to do is go to Toolbars and go and click on Context Menus, and then a window opens up here and we can click the drop down menu in there, and then we go to the Sketch tool context menu, so we'll click on it and that context menu opens up. This is just a way of getting at that context menu when you're not really working with the actual tool. And we need to do this because what we're going to do is we're going to go over here now and click that Commands tab and grab that Azimuth Distance tool that we just added and drag it over to the context menu. And we can put it anywhere we want. Let's put it underneath the delta XY. And there it is. It's now been added. And we can just close everything down. And now the tool's ready to be used. And we'll just close everything down and we'll go back to ArcMap in editing. We'll start editing again. And now that it's started, I'll choose the line feature or the line arc that I'm going to edit on as the target, and then I'll click my sketch tool, and then I'll click and drag like I did before, and then right mouse click to open that context menu, and you'll see now I have the distance azimuth tool there. That's all I'm going to show you, and another demonstration will show you how to use this tool.